Hello everyone, it's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel and tap the notification bell. I'd appreciate it majorly. So let me try to do this. It gets confusing because the reporting is strange how the information has come out at different times that it was discovered. Like totally, just it's hard to follow. So I want to update the story of the unidentified human remains that were found as it relates to during the search of Vanessa Guillen. And, it was reported just yesterday that some remains were found on the 3400 block of Florence Road in Killeen, Texas. I think that's Coryell County, which is also right next to Bell County, which isn't that far from Killeen, Texas. Is right outside of Killeen, Texas, as I understand it. So, and there's a news story out now saying that the Army Criminal Investigation Division has basically put out a statement confirming that a partial set of partial human remains have been located, but they're not the same set of unidentified human remains that were reported on that were found Saturday over the weekend. In fact, these were found, the partial set of human remains that the Army Criminal Investigation Division is confirming and put out a statement about was located last Monday, not yesterday, but the week before yesterday, last Monday on June 22nd, near the Leon River, which is also when there were reports that Texas EquiSearch had found personal items near the Leon River right around that time. It was reported Tuesday, I think the day after the 22nd, that they had found some personal items that they wouldn't divulge what they were exactly, but they believed that it might be connected to the disappearance of Vanessa Guillen. So it's very hard to kind of follow, and I don't know what to make of all of this, and I'm beginning to maybe doubt my own theory, even though I'm not completely there yet. I'm not completely there yet of doubting my own theory that I thought she went AWOL, but we'll see. So let me start here with the statement that was put out by the Army Criminal Investigation Division, confirming that they did find a partial set of human remains on June 22nd. Again, a week before yesterday, last Monday. Okay, so the Army Criminal Investigation Division confirmed Tuesday human remains were found in an area near the Leon River where a search for Guillen was conducted on June 22nd. The Army Criminal Investigation Division issued the following statement: due to the extensive investigative work conducted by special agents from the U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Command, agents have returned to an area of interest close to the Leon River, Bell County, Texas, for more investigative work in the search for PFC Vanessa Guillen. After receiving additional information, agents have discovered what has been described as partial human remains after analysis from a forensic anthropologist. Army CID agents are currently on scene with the Texas Rangers, the FBI, and Bell County Sheriff's Department. No confirmation as to the identity of the remains has been made at this point, and we ask for the media and public's understanding that the identification process can take time. Due to the ongoing criminal investigation, no further information will be released at this time. Guillen, who is from Houston, has been missing since April 22nd. So, it just is not totally clear to me. It almost sounds as if, like this is breaking right now, but they're referencing, a search that was conducted on June 22nd. It makes it sound like the Texas Rangers, it says right there, Army CID agents are currently on scene with the Texas Rangers, the FBI, and Bell County Sheriff's Department. So I don't know. I'm sure that'll get cleared up probably in the next 24 hours or soon, But it's different. That was just reported last night. That's different from the unidentified remains. We didn't even know if it was human or not. That were reported to have been found on the 3400 block of Florence Road, Saturday at 1:33 p.m., which is just 2 blocks from where the remains of Gregory Morales were found on the 3200 block of Florence Road, where skeletal remains were found, and he was identified by dental records because he's been missing since August 2019, almost nearly a full year ago, in which case, by that time the body is severely, decomposed, and it would require to be, dental records to be identified. So we'll just we'll obviously have to wait and see, and whether or not these turn out to be the remains of Vanessa Guillen. I would think it would. I mean, that would be my guess. But I just don't. I don't fully understand it. I don't. One, I don't understand why in just 2 months' time that it would require a forensic anthropologist to basically confirm that it's a partial set of human remains. In just 2 months, that would almost indicate that whoever was disposing of that person did things like dismembered the body or did other things to it to make it unidentifiable. That's, I guess that's possible when people are trying to hide a crime. So that's very possible. And I don't know. We'll see. So, I mean, there's many reports. We've heard from the family and their attorney. There was the press conference, I don't know how long ago, with the congresswoman from the district where Houston is located, where she's from, talking to reporters after meeting with Army officials from Fort Hood as it relates to her investigation, and her attorney Natalie Kawam said she discovered at least 2 alleged incidents. This is the attorney representing the family of Vanessa Guillen. 2 alleged incidents of sexual harassment, a superior walking in on Vanessa showering, and another verbally assaulting Vanessa with vulgar remarks in Spanish. Kawam said she's worried about how this case might turn out. She said Vanessa told loved ones she didn't want to report the sexual harassment out of fear of retaliation. So we don't even know the name of the person that she supposedly told her family, she was being sexually harassed by the sergeant. So, and we don't, there's 2 different persons, 2 different allegations here, and from the attorney Natalie Kwan. And Natalie Kwan, in that press conference, I'm almost certain she said that the person who walked in on her showering, and we don't know if that's a male or female. I mean, we just naturally assume it's a male, but that would be a pretty big, huge breach of, what's appropriate, I would think. A female wouldn't be that big of a deal. It would be inappropriate, I'm sure, but not nearly as inappropriate if it was a male sergeant. But we don't know. But she had said that person was the same person. I think she said she believed was the same person who called her in for work that day, the day she went missing, because she wasn't even supposedly scheduled to work that day. I mean, we were in the middle of this pandemic thing, and she wasn't scheduled to work. That's why she was she was in street clothes at the armory, where she was working that day when she went missing, I think in purple leggings and a black t-shirt or something like that. And supposedly that same supervisor that called her in to work when she wasn't scheduled to work is the same one who walked in on her showering. But I have trouble understanding how you go from something that's serious, sexual harassment, but going from that straight to full-blown murder. I'm a little reluctant to believe that, So I just don't know. But that's the latest. And I think Crime Online did actually say, they have a source that said it was a shallow grave, that humans, remains have been found in a shallow grave by the Leon River in Texas in connection with the disappearance of missing Fort Hood soldier Vanessa Guillen. So, and that was June 22nd. That's Monday, last Monday, not this previous Monday, not yesterday, but the week before yesterday is Monday. And I believe it was Friday, the Friday before that Monday, the weekend before that Monday, June 19th, that Gregory Morales' remains were found. And I believe they were found by an anonymous tip. There has been nobody that, the reporting's not super specific, but it basically just says a tip. in a couple different reports. One report characterizes it as an anonymous tip. So you have an anonymous tip on June 19th, that leads to the discovery of Gregory Morales' remains on June 19th. And then the following Monday, after the weekend, they locate a partial set of human remains in a shallow grave, according to Crime Online, by the Leon River that's 20 miles away. So I don't know, obviously the fact that it's an anonymous tip, is that somebody who, and I just don't have, I have a tough time connecting the sexual harassment to Gregory Morales and his remains being found on Friday, June 19th, and then over the weekend, the remains of partial human remains found 20 miles away near the Leon River. I'm not connecting everything. And so, believe me, I'm starting to doubt my belief that she went AWOL, but I'm not completely there yet, and I kind of still think that, but I'm starting to feel guilty about, believing that. Doesn't make sense to me, though. It doesn't. So, but that's what's out there for now. That's the story there, man. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.